my name is Ryan Adler. Welcome back for another Adler adventure. Today, we are going to do a quick overview on our Firewood Processor, Rapido Loco 60 Premium. Let's go have a look. We have two piles of wood right now. Behind me is the finer stuff that we're using the 16-way wedge to split. And then to my left is the thicker stuff for the outdoor boilers, the outdoor furnaces, and people that want the bigger stuff. We put on our 6-way wedge and our 8-way wedge for this. So we took a few triaxles out last week, and we're splitting with a 16-way this week, so yeah, good stuff. Great machine. This machine is extremely sweet. It's got 2 live decks. So if you don't have enough people at a certain time, you can load up both live decks here. And this will last maybe 10 minutes. Good morning, Don Snow. How are you, brother?
Good morning, Ryan. How are you doing this morning?
Good to see ya.
Good to see you too.
You splitting some wood this morning, are ya?
Yep.
Bright and early, little crisp, little cool. You got your heater going down here?
I need to work on that again.
Okay, right on.
But it's not that cold yet, so.
You listen to any music?
Not yet.
No?
No. Being that the machine's fairly new to us, we just I always try to look after the machine, see if there's any changes in the mechanics of it. We've been working on it a lot, but right now it's working pretty good. So.
That's great. What type of wood are you splitting today?
The piece that's in there now is a piece of oak.
White oak. Can you give our viewers a little run around this machine?
Yeah, let me turn this. This machine's warmed up now. I need to turn it down.
So give us a run around this wood processor, Donnie.
Okay, well,
if you will.
We'll start on this end. This is our stacker. I think this is 28 feet. I think it's 28 feet or 30 feet long.
Boy, and this is all part of the processing unit.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Today we are using a 16-way splitting wedge.
And where did you get that from?
This was ordered from a place in Oregon.
Wow. So you're telling me with every log that goes through that, it'll get split 16 ways? Provided
that the log is that size, yes, it will split it into 16 individual little pieces.
How big of a log can this machine take?
Up to 24 inches.
24 inches. Man,
I try to keep it between 15 and 20. I try not to overload the machine too much. Okay.
And then it looks like this conveyor is connected. Does this all fold up?
This all folds up. If this unit is fully transportable, you can tow it behind I think a 3/4 ton pickup.
Wow.
With relative ease.
And then where did they pick this machine up at, Don?
I think it was North or South Carolina, I believe.
I think you're right. Or I think Hickory, North Carolina.
Okay, North Carolina. This machine is capable of producing between 5 and 6 cords of wood per hour.
So Don, what is there's 2 feeding trays, 2 live decks, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's really sweet because when you're processing the wood, the log truck or the loader can just keep feeding you while you keep moving. You can fit what, 10, 12, 15 logs on here, depending on the diameter?
Depending on the size, yeah.
That is sweet.
Yep, and all these decks are all, they can also be folded up with the stacker.
So this all consolidates into a nice little unit.
Yes.
That is sweet. Look at that blade. How what's the diameter of that blade?
It's a 60-inch blade. It's got removable and replaceable carbide teeth. Part of my inspection daily is I check each and every one of these to make sure that they are there and they are sharp.
Very cool.
This morning I installed this with the help of our mechanic Brian.
And what's that used for, Don?
Well, before there was an arm that came and it was a log stop and it would stop the log, but I really don't need that, and it causes binding and it affects production sometimes. So my idea was to hang this plumb bob and use that as a guide. As soon as the log hits this plumb bob, I then buck it with the saw, and it really speeds up the production.
Awesome. And then what's the length of the logs that you're cutting?
Right now it's set, I have it set at about 16 inches.
16 inches.
That's pretty much standard.
Standard.
That's standard for firewood.
Oh, cool stuff. Well, we'll get some footage of you rolling this machine. That's pretty sweet. So if you have both decks completely loaded, how long does that last?
Not very long. I'd probably say about 20 minutes to a half hour.
Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, we got Dan Adler, Herman Adler on the scene. How you doing, Dad?
Morning, Ryan.
Good to see you, brother.
How are you? Hi, Donnie.
Good morning.
How are you doing? Good. Sleep well?
Absolutely, right?
Good job.
What's going on today, Dad?
I have a hearing aid appointment at 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's good to hear. You getting too many chainsaws running in your life?
Too many without any protection. That was years ago when I started in '79. So things have changed. So a lot of safety precautions and stuff like that, and you got to wear ear protection and eye protection. So anyway,
yeah, we're doing a little video this morning on the CRD Premium Rapido Loco with a 60-inch blade on it. It's a heck of a machine.
Wonderful. We're gonna get that puppy started, Ryan.
I think Donnie is.
Not making money when it's sitting.
Heard that.
That's right.
Well, have a great day, Dad.
Thank you. You too.
What machine are you loading wood with today?
This is our Cat 908M with our log grapple that we use this attachment a lot with the residential crews.
Okay.
But whenever this attachment's available, we use it up here. It's very versatile.
That's great. Can you explain what you're doing?
I'm just looking for any kind of splitting on the ends, any branches sticking out. It'll sometimes bind it up on the feed table.
So Donnie, I'm noticing all of these wood chips here.
Yeah, quite a bit. Actually,
Sure is quite a bit.
Quite surprising how much accumulates.
Really is. So what do you guys do with wood chips?
Well, at the end of the day, we take it up, we scoop it up, and we take it down. We have a dry place where we keep the sawdust, and we have farmers and horse farmers that use it for animal bedding.
Okay.
There's quite a market for it. So.
And then we also put it into our compost, right? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we mix it with our compost. Compost is carbon, nitrogen, water. Depending on what time of the year it is, sometimes we have to add some more carbon, wood, into our compost, and it helps with the composting process. And
okay, and then we flip it and add the oxygen to it, right?
yeah, and we turn it over and we introduce oxygen, and it helps it break down into a nice compost that people use for their gardens and flower beds.
That's great. So this sawdust looks a little thicker than what we get from the sawmill, huh?
Yeah, it's more like a chip.
Good. We try to recycle everything that we get here, huh?
That's right. No
True
waste.
that. No waste. So you happy with the Rapido Loco?
Yeah, so far no problems. I did break off one of the cutting blades off of the wedge, which is not a problem. We can
Yeah. Oh, that happened today.
Yeah, actually we lost two.
Wow.
We lost one down there, and then I don't even know where the one went.
Well, yep, right there.
Yep.
Man, how often does that happen?
It's happened quite a few times so far, so.
That's a lot of pressure, especially when you're pushing a 24-inch log through it, huh?
Yeah, and a lot of the wood that we're using, it's not the straightest pieces either, so.
Right. Yeah, well, this is a new chapter for us. We're getting into it, so yeah, it's fun. We're learning a lot. We're weeding the bugs out.
Yep.
And I think once we get in the groove of things, we'll be able to really pump some good products out for everyone, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, have a great day, brother.
You too. Take care. Thanks, YouTube.
Thank you all for joining us today while we checked out our Rapido Loco firewood processor. Please stay tuned to other adventures where every day truly is an adventure. We'll see you next time.